All right, so let's take a look at how the course is structured. So as you can see here, this is the outline of the course. And after the introductory videos, we have module 1, which is titled Drum Racks. And basically, in this module, I show you how drum racks work. And like I mentioned before, I only go into as much detail as I feel is necessary in order to get the job done, and the job being composing. So this all pretty much, I guess, makes sense. And then module 2 is drum parts. Now, in the drum parts module, I take you into basically 3 different types of recording loops. First of all, finger drumming loops. Second of all, step sequencing loops. And third of all, a combination of finger drumming and step sequencing drum loops. So that'll give you a good basic understanding of how to get drum beats up and running. And then in the third module, we have melodic and harmonic parts. And basically the main gist of this section is we take this 8x8 matrix or grid, and I show you, how scales work, how to come up with melodic parts and harmonic parts. And this is all together in one module because the ideas are the same for melodic and harmonic parts. So that's what we go into here. And in module 4, we go into arranging parts. So in the previous modules, we record drum parts, we record melodic and harmonic parts, and they're all recorded into clips. And then in module 4, we go in and we arrange those in arrangement mode on the push. And then in module 5, I show you some basic mixing skills that you'll need in order to get your track sounding to a point where you can play it to other people. It's not about mixing for like the final stage of mastering, because that would go way beyond what this course is about, first of all. And second of all, I'm not really a mixing engineer, so I can't go hardcore deep into the technicalities of mixing, but I can show you how I go about creating a basic mix in order for me to play my track to other people, to other musicians who might want to play on the track, and so forth. So that's what we do in module 5. And then in the last part, I've called it practical applications. And there you can see here, we have 4 different tracks. We've got creating a world music fusion track, creating an electro IDM track, and creating a rock track, and creating a hip hop track. And really, at the end of the day, what I do in each of these videos, you can see they're quite long. This one's 76 minutes long, and the rest are around 50 minutes long. I start from scratch, and I create an entire track. I mean, they're not really complete finished tracks, because obviously it'd be kind of crazy to think that you can create a complete track that is absolutely amazing in under an hour. But they're definitely, I would say, very good beginnings, sketches of tracks that, one could then take on and fine tune. So that's what I do here. I create 4 different tracks, and I try to, make diverse styles just so you can see the different possibilities one has with Push. And that's it. That's the entire course. One thing I'd like to point out as well is in module 1, the first video, if I click on this right here, you'll see it opens up the video, and you'll see right here at downloads, there is the Push for Life master session file. And that is the master file of the track that we create in the theoretical section. One thing I'd like to point out about this track is the primary intention of this track is to show you the different options you have with a push when it comes to composing. So it's not the best track in the world, and I'll be the first to admit it, but that wasn't the reason, that wasn't the intention behind creating the track. It's all about just showing you the different functionalities you have on the push. By the end of the track, or I should say by the end of module 5, I find that it ends up being quite a nice little idea. but you'll see throughout the different stages that it kind of, it's not the best sounding track in the world. But just keep that in mind. It's all about functionality in the theoretical part. In the practical applications part at the very end, that's where I went in and I really decided to try and make something, artistic instead of functional. So yeah, make sure to download this master session file. And in the next video, I will show you how this session file is set up. And then if we go back to the outline of the course, if you go into each of the practical applications, I'll go into the second one here, you will see that there is a download section for each of the practical videos, and just download that file as well. And when you open it up, it will give you the entire end result of that particular video. And what I'd recommend you do is open up that project file first of all, and listen to the track so you see what it is that I will end up composing in the video. That's what I'd recommend. So in the next video, I will show you how these particular Ableton files are set up.